There we go, that cancels 2 privileges and that fixes the borders ultimately. Well, did you think that I'm gonna finish Rajputana campaign after 2 episodes? Here we go with the final 3rd episode. I promise you to do it. If you hit 2000 likes, we did very easily. So there we go. So just a quick reminder, we started as Mewar. We did manage to reform Rajputana with Fars, Afghanistan and Madras as our subjects. It's just 90 years of the gameplay. And my main goal in this campaign is to complete the Mewar mission tree to get the mission Mewar Never Changes. Once I get this mission, I'm gonna go ahead and form Bharat. At the same time, I'm stacking bonuses to the cooperation cost, which is right now stacked at 46%, and obviously you can get it even higher. So as for the mission tree, what do we lack? We need to get 120% discipline. I have 100%. Don't worry, I have a plan for it, because I also have a mission to get 125% discipline. I'll need to do a few things. Advisor is 5%. Finishing my ideas is under 5%, that's 10. Then I can also get an event for the discipline advisor, that's under 10, so that's 20%. Then I need to wait to take 14 to unlock the new guerrilla group, and it has to be either offensive or quality. This way we're gonna get this mission done. You can also see that I'm already annexing Afghanistan, and Madras, so our borders will be significantly improved very soon. I forgot to tell you, yes, I'm a little bit above the others in the Great Powers list, and I'm just on my Gov capacity limit, and the next Gov cap is coming in 2 technologies. Not the best thing for us, but we have plenty of card houses to build to fix it. I could take Tech 11 for 360 points, but I guess I'm gonna need plenty of points to annex provinces from Ajam. Not to mention I'm still feeling religious ideas. So I have to spend my argument on something. I think I'm gonna first focus on the ideas, because that makes taking the technologies cheaper. Yes, it does. Take a look over here. You can see that for having some admin ideas, I'm getting minus 20% idea cost, because for each idea from this group, it's decreasing the cost of taking the tech. Loyal subjects, I'm gonna get Diplo reputation and Diplo annex cost for the next 5 years. That makes annexation of Afghanistan immediately finished, and annexation of Madras finishes before that time passes. Just take a look, wait a month tick, go wipe these boys in the meantime, and look at these glorious borders. We're gonna keep improving that. In the meantime, I can at last see Europe, and there's Giga Spain that is actually losing to France. We've got Giga Ottomans expanding to Europe, and we've got Poland fighting Lithuania and Giga Moscow. Now, Mr. Rajan, that's not gonna be an easy peace deal. This is because if I take this amount of the lands, all of these nations will be able to join the coalition, most importantly, the Ottomans.
Oh no! Anyway,
they'll be able to join the coalition, but borders are more important to keep fixing them. And at the same time, I'm gonna feed a few provinces to Fars. Check, to minimize our admin mana spending, but still I did not spend that much. Just got also 4th merchant, which is from Persia itself. Now the question is, it's really tough to play around with the merchants, where you have so many nodes to control and so little merchants. I'll keep Coromandel. I think I'm gonna send a separate merchant to collect trade in Deccan. That should increase our trading income slightly from 40.3 to 45. And then I'm gonna fight for another merchant, this time from Lahore. And that should be also straightforward. No, it's really close. We have to invest a little bit more into improving some, maybe this trade center. Easy peasy, that merchant. It's also not easy thing. It could be Samarkand, it could be Bengal, it could be even Malacca, or it could be, I think it's gonna be Bengal. Let's go and try over here. So we should increase our trade income from 45 to, oh, that didn't change actually much. So how about Coromandel itself? I don't think it's gonna change much, but I'm wishing to try 46, and it's gonna update itself after the monthly too. Still 46. Okay, got it. We'll have to play around with the trade more. In any case, my truce with the Timurids just ended, and I can go for the reconquest of provinces of Fars. So actually there's gonna be very much less of this expansion. You guys know that it's a key of my single player campaigns, even multiplayer. keeping the clean borders. Even if they get ugly, it's only temporarily. I'm trying to fix them ASAP. And that's exactly what I'm doing in Persia right now with the war against the Timurids. And that is gonna keep me on a path where I'm not gonna decrease the AE on the Ottoman stack ever. But I guess this is fine. Because, you know, with these borders, it doesn't matter. And here it happened, Ottomans just joined my coalition, so let's take a look. If I go to military, army quality, Ottomans, their allies Hassan, Miklach, Fezangazi, Monaco. Worst part is I really don't have a claim on them. So I'm gonna attack them only to avoid them from joining the coalition, and I'm gonna most probably just take money from this war. Anyway, I have nothing to do until my truce with QQ and VJ ends in 3 years, so let's go have some fun. And I immediately attack him by an accident, but I won the first battle. That doesn't mean I shouldn't run away, waiting for more of the troops to reinforce here. I think I could have waited a little bit more for them to attack Mamluks, because the plans were to attack the Mamluks, but on the other hand I had to do it, because otherwise coalition would start increasing. Well, they are outnumbering me a lot on this battle, and I have to run away from it. At least until this, we've lost far more because we're using a lot of artillery, because my army is more siege focused than battle focused. Oh, Mr. Ottoman, how about me outnumbering you? Yeah, of course, you're running away right away. So I have to redo our stack a little bit and convert it into battle stack. Current combat width is 27, so I would need, 30,000 artillery, and on top of that, shift consolidate, and take 27,000 of our top quality troops, including of course all of our special troops. This is our combat stack, together with the whole artillery, and it's our reinforcement stack. Yes, only 15,000, I might need more of them. But in any case, let's go and start attacking them here. Well, now with the correct stack, this looks significantly better, we're just destroying them. How does it look on the army losses? It looks far better. I already reduced the amount of the Ottoman troops to 67,000. That means I've killed almost 100k of the troops, but we're nowhere close to peacing out. I know why these battles are not that easy. They have tech 12 on the military taking already. I'm gonna take it as well, immediately changing my unit types, because my thing is about to be over here, so it doesn't matter that much. My truce with QQ ended. That went earlier than I thought, and I have to attack them immediately to avoid them joining my coalition. Of course, in the meantime, I'll focus on fighting the Ottomans first. Something that will be very helpful is finishing religious ideas, that of course those will casus belli will work on pretty much everyone because I'm Hindu, and that's also 5% discipline, so my army quality should be even better right now compared to the Ottomans. I'm gonna change my strategy on the Ottomans a little bit because I have good siege ability. That's why I split my stacks on half. Mamluks join the coalition. Like really, you don't have better problems to deal with. Anyone else should deal with right now? Probably Nogai, because our truce ended. I'm gonna declare Nogai, just so they don't join the coalition. It's the same war as the QQ. Not doing anything there because I'm busy with the Ottomans, but it's good. That's how we deal with the coalitions in a correct way. Look, I have great siege ability. Just bridge walls here, and we'll be pushing the Ottomans hard. You know what? Screw it. I'm recruiting big stack over here of mercs to start going around and dealing with these little nations, thinking that they can go ahead and carpet siege me. So I'm just gonna keep building a few K of additional stacks to do so. You know what? After killing 280,000 Ottoman troops, I'm just gonna piece this out. Let's go and focus on dealing with these boys around. At least we solved the coalition issue. One big advantage of this war is that I can get back in the technologies a little bit because I'm not spending my money on something else. And with Diplomatic 9 I just unlocked stealing the technology, so I'm gonna start building up spy network on nations like the Ottomans. Oh, I already have spy network on the Ottomans, so just take a look. If we wanted to take the next tech here, 15% tech cost because I'm 3 technologies behind the Ottomans. Useful? Very useful. Okay, Mr. QQ, I think that's it. I don't want to spend any more time fighting against you, and I don't want to spend any more time thinking about aggressive expansion. Just gonna keep expanding as much as I want to. That was fast 5 years. My truce with the Ottomans already ended. I have to go ahead and attack them because coalition is starting to be formed. Unfortunately, Vijay will join it because building Spyton Vijay is taking a lot of time. In any case, right now I can at least declare on the Ottomans on the Holy War, so I can focus on winning battles and nothing else. Mr. Ottoman, let's try the... That might not be the best idea to attack here without reinforcements. But reinforcements are coming. The question is, will they be on time? I'm a little bit afraid they might not be on time because this is gonna have 9 September. I have to survive this battle for a month. It's actually doable. I have 5% more discipline and 0.3 more morale than the Ottomans. And of course we are defending on the mountains. Come on. Come on. Yes, these guys will be on time. Now the next question is, will this stack on the south be on time? They will arrive order on the 5th of November. It's not doable. Let's take a look if I will run richly 1 day late. This battle. I could have saved it by just clicking this, but it's just 800 defenders, so it wouldn't change much. But the thing is, they're fighting low morale, easy peasy. And you know, this way very easily I can manage to get 3 war skull rook. We already have 9%. By baiting Ottomans into attacking me, well, sitting down mountains where I'll be a defender. So easy peasy war score and wiping their armies. You know, this war also helps me to just go and clear borders, for example, by annexing the Timurids. Fighting the Ottomans, I actually should go and take this mission. 5% inflation, easy, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's more balance from us. And more trade efficiency. We should increase this income even further. Well, at the end of the war of the Ottomans, I'm getting this event 10% discipline. Let me go for everyone on top of that. Well, I wanted to finish this war soon. But if... Oh, that's actually bad news because I need 125 for this. And I won't be able to take it anytime soon. Unless I somehow get 5% from somewhere. Ah no, I can get it easily. Look. I do this, I change to the discipline boy, and the problem is fixed. And I think in any case I'm gonna finish this war at this point. 67% war score is perfect to take all of these provinces. I might take a few more... no. Instead, how about you take war reparations? Some money? The borders are just getting better and better. Let me go and core all of these provinces. Now the deity changed and taken mission, we are only left with 3 missing missions, and they're mainly about building up stuff, so I can take it any moment. I just need to spend money on this first. But honestly guys, I have a little bit of a plan to increase this income from 200 to 300. That will happen very soon. I actually could form Barat already, so let me go ahead and work on complete the mission tree. So on Kanush I'll need a level 3 trade center. Well, it's a level 1, let's make it level 2. Take a loan. I will need to develop it up to 20. Let me go ahead, do so. Oh, I need 25, okay. And once it gets to 25, I'm gonna upgrade to level 3. What else we have to do? This beauty here, same case, level 3 trade center, and I will here again need 6 more development. For now I can just make it trade center level 2. And finally this one here is granted estate previous exclusive trade. Right, is it for Rajputs? It might be hard to be granted. Well, if I get rid of the vassal, I'm gonna get rid of these 2 privileges. Then we can think about this. Renovate Kanush is making my capital over there. I'm gonna get... Oh, that's not good news. Because didn't I dev the hell out of my current capital? I did. It's a gold mine. I don't like this mission. I will click that later because I actually plan to move my capital outside of India to increase my income by 100, what I mentioned earlier. Okay guys, let me walk you through what I want to do. As you might know, Currently, you can create trade companies in every province in the world that you own that is not in your subcontinent. This is the subcontinent map mode. As my capital is in India, I can only create trade companies outside of it. What I want to do now is to move my capital, ideal to East Indies, but I don't have any provinces here. I'm gonna move it to Levant to be able to create trade companies in India. Now, why I want to do that? Well, I don't want to add everything in India to a trade company. That wouldn't be really worth it. I want to go ahead and add only chosen provinces to the trade company to get bonuses to a merchant. I need merchants, and to get goods price modifier for the whole node. How this goods price modifier is working is that it's increasing goods price modifier, but only in the provinces outside of the trade company. So it's not really worth to add everything to it, right? Only chosen provinces to get the right bonuses. As much as possible of this modifier that depends on the trade share of the trade company and also a merchant. So let's do two things. First off, I'm gonna move my capital twice with these two missions. Then I will go ahead and try moving it to the most developed province in the subcontinent of Levant. And I think that's gonna be Mosul. Yes, Mosul is having 14 development. Now, I need to state it. And moving up a capital is 542 points. I think I can make it slightly cheaper by doing it 2 times. Not much cheaper. Let me move the capital. Now this opens a lot of opportunities. Most importantly, I will have to start saving my Diplo points, about which I forgot to move my trade capital. Probably I should do Persia. But I need 200 Diplo points for that. Right now I'm just gonna screw my trade by moving into Aleppo with moving the capital. But first, anyway, let's go and work on these trade companies here. So I'll work first in Coromandel, and I'll just simply add all of trade centers to a trade company. I could choose only chosen states, that would work as well, and that would probably be easier to build the improvements of the trade company. But I'll start working this way. That you will see that is right away 81% and 103% of the goods price modifiers. So instead of 14.5 of the trade value that I'm keeping here, 48 actually, it's 16.2 and I go to merchant. Then we're gonna do the same in Bengal. So I'll go and repeat this in Bengal, Deccan, Doab, maybe in Gujarat, but I stated whole Gujarat, so I'm not sure I'll be able to do so. I also took just 2 loans to build a couple of improvements because I'm missing some trade power in Deccan as well as North India to get the expected bonuses to merchants. That's why I'm building the improvements. But with these improvements, yes, there goes another one, and in Deccan we should be able to do so as well. 48%. It's so close. I'm gonna take another loan and add the same thing is trade. You can see I have it everywhere, but doesn't mean I cannot add a few more provinces to a trade company, this few, and also build the same improvements. Now if this done, yes, that's gonna be another merchant. I don't need to spend inflation this. So I got 9 merchants now. I can start playing around with them to make my trade more efficient. So let's see. Coromandel 50%, Deccan 35%, Bengal 40%, 40% Doab, nothing in Gujarat yet, 37 in Lahore, 33 in Persia, 33 in Samarkand, 0 in Hormuz, 0 here because I'm not adding the trade components here yet. So now my income is already 220 and we are just getting started. I think that I'll try making this run a little bit more spicy. Meaning that I have very nice bonuses to interest per annum. I mean I have 0.5. I can take 53 loans. That's not that much honestly. What if we go to Giants? And see, no, they don't have modifiers to interest per annum. How about the Vaishyas? Okay, there is interest per annum here in the cost of all powers cost. I'll take this beauty. Check. Now I can take 62 loans. Let me take loans up until I still have positive balance. Okay, 40k. I'm gonna spend the majority of this on building manufactories. Now I could do it in a few ways, like for example just taking the provinces where I have the biggest gain, but I'll focus on provinces in India because here I have the biggest share of the trade. Right, so I'm gonna go around and see, okay, so here's 1.93, 0.96, and I'm gonna spend 30k on that, and then the rest, also 10k, I'm gonna spend improving my trade centers in India. Alright guys, first step done, so I improved a big part of the trade centers, built some trade commodity improvements, 240. Now the second step is waiting for all of this yes, all of these manufacturers to be finished. I want to try moving all of my trade to Persia. I have no idea if it will work, but I have this feeling that it might be worth it. Maybe not right away, but when I build up the system of a trade correctly, this will work. That's why I'm gonna try moving my trade capital maybe to Sari, or maybe just Tehran. Let's move it. And then transfer trade power, transfer trade power. Let's start with this few and transfer trade power. Let's take a look. 105. Remember when I had like 40 a few years ago? 105. That's 109 already. Then we will need to work farther. I'm just thinking how. How about I'm actually moving everything from Hormuz and Basra. See, pretty much everything to Persia. Let's try taking Gujarat trade. Let's try taking a Lahore trade. And let's try taking Doab trade. How it's gonna impact the trade? Is it gonna increase or decrease? There's a huge chance it's gonna decrease. It increased 113. And I'm actually moving this guys in the wrong direction. Let's move these guys to Lahore. Then let's try doing same with Coromandel. Let's try doing the same with Deccan, and let's try doing the same. I'm already doing that with Bengal. Well, my issue is that I don't have enough trade power in Basra and Hormuz, and if I wanted to try getting this trade from India to here, I'm losing too much on the way. That's why I'm keeping my trade in Deccan, Coromandel, and Gujarat, while Bengal, Doab, and Lahore and Samarkand are going to Persia. After all of the changes I have so far, I've got my income to 133 trade income by transferring everything to Persia. Just a lot of it is lost on the way. There's still so many improvements we could do to make it better, but you know, it's not an easy job. I think we should more focus and look at all these manufacturers being finished. Let's take a look. First of our production will update. It's 102, 140 right away, but we still have to wait a month tick to also see an improvement to our trade income. So right now it's 135, and after the month tick, it's 163.
Hello, I like money.
So in general, we already have 355 income with paying 150 of interest, but is it hurting us? I wouldn't say so. I can even decrease the inflation very easily. And you know, with more of income I'm generating, I can also take more loans. My limit is right now 91 and I have just 46 loans. This is the moment when I would like to look at my graph of income. This is when, around here, I started playing around with the trade companies. This is when we also finish our manufactories. I think it can still increase, it needs an update after a year tick. In the meantime, my truce with the Ottomans ended again, and I think that's gonna be our last war with the Ottomans, just to clear the borders with Ajam and avoid a bigger coalition being created. What a cursed time-lapse we're living in. France just became a Holy Roman Emperor, and you can see this as just a friendly students exchange between Great Britain and France, because we've got France in Kent and Great Britain in Calais, and they're occupying each other. I think Ajam is gonna regret joining coalition against us, but well, that is gonna fix the borders a lot. But what's gonna fix the borders even more is annexing Fars, and that's gonna happen in a few years. I think that war with the Ottomans was far easier than the previous ones. I've lost 115,000 troops, out of which 70,000 was on attrition. They've lost almost 200,000. Easy peasy, taking all of these provinces to make the borders even better. I took all of the trade centers except Adana in Aleppo, and let me go and start coring these beauties. Tech 14 means that we are unlocking 4th idea group, and it's gonna be military because I have so many mill points. And that's gonna be the first military idea group I'm gonna take, and I say my quality is really good thanks to my national ideas. I'll just go for quantity, give me more manpower. As annexation process of pharmacies was 90%, I could stop disabling trade. Now, go and concentrate this development. I'm gonna just lose 2 development on the way. This is 96 now. Anymore? I think this is it. Oh, there's one more here. This is 98. But I made him disloyal. Repay that. In 1 second, we're gonna finish the annexation. There we go. That cancels 2 privileges, and that fixes the borders ultimately. Now, the last step that I want to do some trade companies in Hormuz and Basra, some further trade companies to get merchants out of them. And after that, we're gonna finish. Well, I can't really do trade companies much in Basra, because this is my subcontinent, but what if I just add everything that is left to a trade company? I should have 1 merchant that I just got from Hormuz, yes. And this merchant is gonna go to Aleppo because I have 50% power here, look. 50% power, everything is being stolen. It's time to end. I just have to complete my mission tree. So just first of all, let's take a look. This is how the borders looks like. We've got 371 income, 170k of maximum power, 125%, this is not much of course. And one last thing here is to take a privilege from Vaishyas, which is exclusive trade rights. It's gonna take 20 autonomy to centers of trade in Samarkand. Well, it doesn't matter, just take this, take the last mission. That gives me, trade efficiency, that should be even higher income. Let's take a look. So instead of 370 of income, 382, 407. This is what I love, 407 income, and of course an achievement, Mewar never changes. Well, it actually does, because I'm gonna go ahead and form Bharat. Just for this, I will need 3 stability. Let me boost it to 2, and I'll wait to get it to 3 to end the campaign. This is the time. Boost for stability to 3. I know that I promised you to go Sikh, but honestly, between us, just between us, okay? Don't tell anyone. I forgot. I was so busy expanding Rajputana west and fixing the borders that I forgot to go Sikh. This is fine, we're gonna do a Sikh campaign one day. Don't worry, I promise you that's gonna happen. In any case, let me go and form Bharat just at the end to show you like how different it can look. I think Rajputana color was better. In any case, I can go and click 1 mission, click another mission, click another mission, click another mission, and that's it. Yeah, perfect. Guys, if you did enjoy this campaign, so Mewar into Rajputana, into Bharat, let me know by liking this video. It really does help to reach more people. And of course, subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future campaigns. Bye!